I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark stormy night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll never know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Love Source God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, for these perfect divine downloads channeled through me and to me, for the beloved ones, my beautiful brothers and sisters of humanity, for their empowerment in their true, authentic nature, for their overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness. Praise. After these messages, we'll be right back. You are the Butterfly Nation, the masters of transformation. You have learned to perceive the beautifulness, beauty in a wonderful world, where others look at the world and they see nothing but problems, and they see distrust, and they see distraught, and they see despair. You see beauty in transformation, in wonder and magic, in love and peace and happiness. Even where it's not immediately identifiable and readily perceivable by the masses, you have trained yourself in order to be able to perceive deeper. And even when you still can't perceive deeper, and going deeper doesn't allow it to be revealed in that moment, you carry that knowing, that energy that says, this is a wonderful world, and everything is always working out for me, and everything is always working out for us. It's not just for me, it's for all of us. And you've trained yourself and learned to perceive that somewhere within all of this is love, peace, and happiness, and a blessing if you would just believe. And this is changing your world. See, it takes less of you thinking in this beautiful, uplifting, empowering, and love showering way than it does to others who see despair in every bit of their day. As she went to the drive-thru and the man was waiting for the food to be prepared, he said, I just thought I'd come by and say hi. So she said, hi. Well, you want to talk to me? Why don't you tell me the 3 greatest blessings that you can think of in your life right now, since you want to talk to me? And he said, well, I have twin boys, and I have a daughter, and I can't think of a third one. He said, but I'm going to think about it, and by the time you come back, we're going to play this game, and I'm going to have it down. I said, while you're at it, we want you to also prepare 3 answers for what are the 3 most awesome things about you that you can share with me right now off the top of your mind. And yes, let's prepare this game, and let's share this game. Just like I taught it to you, teach others the same. because it is a wonderful world. But people are so used to tuning their attention and their focus to where is the despair, where is the pain, where's the problems, where is the hurt. Instead, we can look away from all that dirt. And the more and more and the little bit that we continue to raise the percentage of us, humanity, those of you in humanity who choose to perceive and orient yourself to your blessings and your awesomeness, the more and more that energy will increase for all of your brothers and sisters on earth. All humanity will be blessed. And interestingly enough, you will even touch the animal kingdom and the nature kingdom, all your causes for which you like to fight, which fighting is a form of resistance, and resistance only allows the situation to persist. There is no gain when you resist, except for more of what you're resisting. All of those causes would be removed if instead of paying attention to the problems, we would just look at where are your blessings and why are you awesome? Those are 2 points of focus. Maybe you've been having some hard times, some of you, in finding a point of focus. What with all the news and everywhere you go, there's masks and people are scared and they got all these different things going on. You walk through here and you do your best to stay in an energy of love and peace and happiness. But we're telling you, play this little game. They want to just have a small conversation with you. You don't know their name. So what are 3 blessings that you have? Not just 2, but 3. And we also told the man, part of the game, though, is the blessings and the awesomeness has to be about you, not other people. Can you, right now, point out 3 ways in which you're blessed? 3 things that you're really grateful for about yourself, your own life, your own experience? What are 3 places in which you inhabit, are, do, and be awesomeness? Because our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. And you are the divine child of the creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. So if that's true, then you too must have awesomeness in you. So these are the things that we want you to ponder and think about today. These are the messages. These are the words that we are going to say. With all that being said and done, we're going to turn the show over. And that's all, folks. Okay. Today, I want to thank you all for being up late hours with me. It's been a busy day. If you've been on the channel, you know I uploaded the 13 zodiac signs videos for September today. Boy, that was some powerful messages. There was a lot of finding your power within that came out throughout those messages for the collectives of the zodiac signs. A lot of times that message kept coming out. And one of the oracle decks that we used for those zodiac sign readings today is the one that we're featuring today for those who are sending your donations. We're very grateful. And for all those who send a donation of $5 or more, US money, of course, and we're going to be reciprocating with a personal message for you from the Oracle of Mystical Moments. Also, we are focusing in on a specific question for the Pick-a-Deck readings that we're doing daily now as well. And you also have the opportunity to pick a deck for yourself with your donation of $5 US or more during the Pick-a-Deck readings that are live broadcast, as everything we do is live broadcast. You'll be able to pick a deck, but the question will be pertaining to you specifically. It will be the same question of all 3 decks, pick a deck, but it will be your personal answer. So for those of you who are interested in that, you can stay tuned after this whole segment is done. For that segment will be the next one. So in love today, usefulness is here. Usefulness. Love is very useful for peace, reflection, and for happiness. We were missing this card last night. This card came to mind and said, it's been a while since we saw the celebrate card, but look, you got reasons to celebrate your happiness. And the bottom of the deck is happiness, praise. There is usefulness in this love that you have The peace that you have allows you to see your reflection in every situation and circumstance. Love is a very delicate dance of looking at the other and then looking back to yourself. The red cylinder at the bottom, not the bottom, coming out of the flashcards today is talking about the root chakra energy, talking about your stability, your safety, security within your physical vessel. Talks about finances as well. And the blue rocket came out at the bottom of the deck, talking about where the red cylinder talked about the root chakra or base chakra. This was talking about our throat chakra and the words that we had spoke out. We launched a rocket of desire. We spoke some things out. And now it's being filled in our physical experience. Something is coming to physical manifestation. Love sure is a useful energy, because as you're feeling throughout the day, you're adding your energy to that ethereal cloud. This cloud called love, that cloud called peace, that cloud called happiness, and all those radiate on a similar, very similar frequency. So as you're vibrating in that way, that vibration of emotion is feeding those ethereal clouds that match that. Also, the adverse effect would be true. This is why we like to leave the horrible stories of what had happened to you out of your introduction or your repeated conversation with that one person that's heard every story you have to tell 100 times because they've been with you for a few years. Yeah. Because that creates that feeling. As a matter of fact, the next time you do it, notice how while you tell the story of that horrible experience, it induces within you that same feeling that you had when you first went through it. And in that time, become aware of the fact that you're feeding the ethereal cloud that matches that vibration. And just like a cloud of our literal manifestation here in the physical 3D universe, 3D experience in this planet, your Earth, you will feed it until it becomes full, and then it will rain down on you. Yeah, with the experience that matches what created it. This is why there's so much usefulness in love. And when something is useful, you don't just throw it away. You don't just throw it away. You know what? Something very useful could even break, and you will call a repairman when the light bulb goes out on the fridge, or one of the burners doesn't burn right. Before you just chuck it out, you call the repairman and is there some way we can fix this? And being a nail tech, oh my God, super glue is like my best friend. Do you have any idea how much stuff we have repaired with super glue? I'm talking about kids' toys and all types of stuff for the girls and the boys and for me and them. And whew. Some stuff is repairable and it's worth repairing. There is usefulness in this, love. Peace is a reflection. If you're not having the peace within, then how can you see that in the reflection that you see in the other? You have to have it within first. So celebrate good times. Come on, let's celebrate. Yeah. Because happiness is at the bottom of the deck. Something has brought you happiness. And something made you deliberately choose happiness because you were like, I don't like how this feels. I need to shake. I need to move. I need to groove. I need to do something to change my energy. And you decided that love was useful. So, our major arcana today is the Strength card. You've been through a lot. And I hear you've been through the ringer and you feel like you just been through the ringer. Your clothes is disheveled. You feel a little wrinkly. We're talking symbolically. But being through the ringer in the past has taught you how to choose more in tune with what you would like, with the infinite possibility of the universe, what you will rest on your mind, and it tames the wild beast within. We all have one. If you don't think you have a wild beast within, honey, you got some learning to do, because at some point it's going to come through. And I'm seeing a person, and I don't know who you are, but she's a very mild-mannered feminine. And I see it, they're showing me now, it's not just women, it's men too. There's very mild-mannered people out there who've never displayed their rage. They just take it and stay calm all the time. They have it, but for some reason they have this innate ability to let it be dispersed from them without having that physical reaction. Most of you, though, most of us, because I'm my own mind too, we had to really decisively and deliberately learn to tame that beast, because that beast, that lion was ready to roar, baby. Strength. You have strength. You've been through a lot. It's taught you a lot. You've gotten really strong. And I hear, I'm tired of finding out how strong I am. Yeah, we understand. The bottom of the deck is the Empress. The Empress is here. This is love. It's highest vibration. This is the goddess of love. This is that earth angel who loves and nurtures everyone and everything that she comes into contact with. This is that energy of the mother. Some on earth, and this started coming out sometime around last year, are dealing with that feminine energy. The shadow feminine is coming out. The shadow feminine. She's been coming out for a while. But I see that a lot of humanity are learning their strength from these situations at this time. With those being our major arcana, somebody has a mother who's sitting back very lovingly. Many, not somebody, many have mothers sitting back watching them lovingly as they try to tame their own beast. So we have the energy here of mothers who actually do love their children, sitting back watching their children do the mental processing work of learning to control their tempers, control their mental faculties so that they don't become mentally unstable, or trying to get a level of mastery over their thought processes, over their finances, over their romances, over their behaviors overall. So these are things that are going on for all humans on earth right now. But love and finding the love within and what we love and who we love, boy, this is so useful because it's showing us our strength. So with that being the overall general energy, let's go into our experience for today. Today, we're coming out the gate as the Fool. It's a whole energy of taking a risk, showing trust in the universe, showing trust in ourselves, knowing that we will be able to get through whatever comes our way. That kind of matches the strength energy. Without strength, you wouldn't know how to trust in your abilities, in the fact that you can go follow your passions. We're at a whole new journey, and a lot of people who are going to be resonant with this are going to be resonant with the idea that they're at a new place, and they're taking a risk in what this Fool, as it's laid on my table, is looking up at the bottom of the deck. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers card. So we have somebody here, the ones who are resonant with this, you're feeling like you're going to take a risk in love because you believe that this is a partnership that was sent from above. Now, what's the challenge? The challenge is the Queen of Cups. What is the Queen of Cups? The Queen of Cups is the feminine receptive energy of emotion. This is love. This is psychic ability. This is intuition. And so the challenge is to allow yourselves to receive love. As you brought this partnership in, you brought this partnership in, it was brought to you, you matched it in resonancy. And so it's here for you to receive love. But some of you are very blocked from your past experiences, have caused you to go into a blocked energy where you don't want to. You don't want to trust. Trust is hard. Trust is your hard point. There's where the rub is. You're standing on the Hierophant, which is life lessons, spiritual authority. Somebody literally here is walking on trust that the universe brought you to this place for a reason. And it's time to apply all that you learned from these life lessons that you had up until this point. Now, moving forward, you're going to be feeling a little, I'm hearing the word erratic, out of control. Out of control. I feel also you're going to have a desire to slow things down a bit because the high wave of emotion that's hitting you becomes a little bit overwhelming for you. So you want to slow it down. What God wants you to know is this is healing from all the heartbreaks and disappointments that you had. Healing the pain of the past needs to happen at this time. Your most advantageous approach is the Two of Swords. Don't look with your eyes. Don't go with what you think you know. Let your heart guide this decision. Let your heart guide this decision. Make it intuitively, letting the feminine lead. All the twos of the minor suits reflect back to the two of the major arcana, which is our high priestess energy. She is the one with the divine connection. This is asking you to make a decision in harmony with what your spirit and your heart is guiding you to. What do you have in your environment? How are they looking at you? They're looking at you as the Empress in reverse. And as soon as I pick this card up, I hear Little Wayne again coming through with How to Love. How to Love. If you haven't listened to it yet, if you don't know what I'm talking about, hear it for a moment or look up the lyrics at the very least. Because somebody's looking at you saying, she's very guarded. She doesn't want to give her love. She's been hurt. She has love in her, for she is an empress, but maybe she doesn't know her worth. Somebody's looking at you thinking, you don't know your worth. You don't know how lovable you are. Your innermost vibration is the Knight of Wands in reverse. And this is saying, I don't want to change. I don't want these changes. These changes are frightening to me. These changes are upsetting me. These changes are taking me into a place that I'm afraid to go. That's your innermost vibration. You're dealing with some fears, some not wanting to change. If this is the story that's resonant to you, I feel that you are going to be holding back your energy. You're going to slow this show. You're going to slow this show down. You're going to slow it down because you're not going to be quick to open your heart. The clarifiers for the outcome are the Page of Swords in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune. Your monkey mind has you saying, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Don't go there, no go zone. Further clarifiers to the Four of Pentacles, pulling back your energy, is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and Justice in reverse. You're saying the same thing is going to happen again. The same thing is going to happen again. Now, this is why I'm hearing, this is why we had the song of What a Wonderful World come through. Because if you're resonant to this experience, you're having a challenge in seeing the things that we discussed during the channel session, where you know how to spy, detect, and reflect upon the love, peace, and happiness in a situation, and how no matter what it appears to be outwardly, that there is love within all things. Now, that doesn't mean you have to put up with abuse and situations that literally you're like, okay, I'm not ready for this lesson. You can reject any lesson in this experience. This is your life. It's your choice. But for those of you who have the bravery and the strength and the courage to go through these lessons, you're going to find that you will eke your power out of them. Now, I'm picking up on another story. There's another story here, and there's somebody who's oblivious. This is a lower vibrational story, but it needs to come out. There's somebody here who's oblivious to somebody's jealousy and the way this person is feeding a lot of negative energy into them. Now you are, if you are the one, you are blessed and safe and protected by this love connection that you have found. Again, the jealousy is towards this love connection. And God's saying, the universe is saying, Source says, there are 3 particular individuals that have broke your heart that it's time for you to overturn and let go of. See, upright, they stuck in, and you're in pain. And here Source says, overturn that energy, overturn their power in your life, whatever that takes. Some of you will be able to continue in connection with these individuals if you need to, without allowing them to pierce your heart anymore. Others will need to cut ties completely so that they no longer take control over your path. But there's somebody, if this is your story, you don't want to see it. But what you have is a woman in your environment who's probably your mother, who is in reverse. She is a bad mother. When we say bad, it sounds so judgmental. What we mean to say, saying it in a more vibrationally correct and spiritually aware way, is this is a mother who did not do a lot of mothering. This is a mother who does not know how to love. Why does she not know how to love? Because she has never had it like that. So she can't give what she don't know. And you are very observant to the fact that nothing has changed. And in your point of attention to her being nothing has changed, she still doesn't love, you help hold her in that same vibration, which is why Source says, in order to add to a opportunity for this situation to right itself, you've got to take your energy back from it. Stop thinking about it. Close that door, at least for a while. I'm hearing momentarily, so the vibration can naturally raise on its own. Because as long as you're looking at this person saying, she still ain't changed, she still don't know how to love, she's still the same old way, you're holding her in that vibration in your thought. Now you're a co-creator to that energy. So anywhere where she does have the desire to change, there's this hesitancy within her because you can't even see that she would ever change. So that's interesting coming through. Not to say that you, it's like you have free will in your life and you can break through anybody's thoughts about you, but it takes a whole lot of strength to be able to do that when everybody around you is seeing the worst in you. Sometimes, it's that rock bottom that will give you that momentum to push through and create the change. But when you're in and out and back and forth and you're in the same frame of mind as they are, and you're both looking at each other saying they never change, now both of you are recreating the same situation all over again, and there is no success there. So if this is you, to overturn that karma, to get the justice that has not been done, you've got to close the gate to it. And if you can't look at it and raise your vibration, then you need to sometimes just stop looking at it. So that's the message that we have coming out from our experience today. I know that some of you are dealing with some difficult situations. Let's go ahead and see if you are dealing with a Gemini due to the Lovers card at the bottom of the deck. What is your best course of action? What is the specific advice for you? The Four of Cups says, don't ignore this opportunity, accept it. It's a useful opportunity to create emotional stability for you. If you are dealing with somebody who relates to the zodiac sign Ophiuchus, then the advice for you is the King of Wands. Make sure you follow through on your plans and show who you really are by behaving the way you say you will. If you are dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces feminine energy, the specific advice for you is 8 of Swords. You got to figure out how to ignore whatever they are saying to you and block yourself off from that energy to stay focused. Otherwise, you will stay in a prison of their making because you're busy taking in the energy that they're feeding you. If you are dealing specifically with a Taurus energy, the advice for you in this situation is Celebrate good times until further notice. And there is no more notice coming. If you are dealing with a Cancerian energy in specific, the advice for you at this time is the sun in reverse. You already know what time it is. Quit acting like you don't know. Quit acting like you don't know what it is. Quit pretending that you haven't already seen the light. You've seen the light. Take what you know and do something with it. If you are dealing with a Taurus or Libra energy, the specific advice for you is Seven of Swords in reverse. Why is this Seven of Swords in reverse? I hear speak to the spirit. Speak to the spirit. Speak to the spirit. And believe the truth when the truth comes out. The truth is coming out. If you've been hiding the truth, it's time for you to speak it out. If they've been hiding the truth is coming out. Believe it when you see it. Now, if you're dealing, this is a final zodiac sign I see in the cards today, with a Libra in specific. The advice for you today is the Ace of Cups. You can only overflow love when you have love inside. You make sure you honor yourself first, love yourself first, because if you don't take care of you, you can't depend on them to take care of you for sure, okay? Those are our messages for our general experience today. Now let's go ahead and get into your personal mini readings in reciprocation for your donations of $5 or more. I'll be pulling a card specifically for you. So let's see who is on the list today. I have, thank you, Christina, for your $5 donation. You're on my list for this segment. Let's see what else we have here. Wanda came through. Thank you for your $5.88 donation today, Wanda. So it looks like it's the two of you at this time for this segment. Okay. So, Oracle of Mystical Moments. I'm excited to do your readings with this deck. Okay. What is the perfect message for Christina? The source God, what is the message for Christina at this time? Thank you. What is the perfect message for Christina at this time? And thank you again for your donation of $5. We're worthy and deserving. For both of you and everybody who's ever donated to this channel, for every donation we ever get, whether we remember to say it or not, we're so thankful and grateful, and we pray that it returns to you swiftly on the wings of grace and love and peace and happiness. Okay? All right. So for Christina, what is her message today? Flower spirit. Oh, look at that. There's innocence in this. I see innocence in this. What does the imagery evoke for you? What do you receive from the imagery? Let's see what the book has to say for you from the flower spirit. It says friendship, soul, tenderness, and joy. This card shows the tender and sensitive flower fairy, the soul of each plant. She listens with all her heart to her friends and provides a soothing caress when their edges get prickly. By enjoying life and keeping the playfulness in her heart, she is a source of inspiration and joy. Her childlike vision helps her to see the good in all things, especially herself. So what I heard for you while I was reading the message from the book is, this is you, and you're really good at what you do because you have this ability, and I'm hearing just like Jesus, to see the wholeness in them. You don't allow yourself to sink to a low vibration because they come to you in that mental situation, emotional situation, physical situation. You hold yourself in the higher vibration. This is what allows you to be this way. You're this way with people and animals too. Animals, I see a little dog. Somebody's got a little dog. It's a little long-haired dog. Is it a Yorkie? What kind of, is it a terrier? What kind of dog is it? Well, there's a little brown dog. It's a little one, like a lap dog. Somebody's got a little lap dog. I don't know who this is, but they're coming. This little dog is coming through very strong. And there's this pureness to your energy that makes others confide in you with their emotions and their situations. And the reason why is because you don't pity them when you hear them. You know that everything is okay and that it will pass. And you're able to hold yourself in a higher vibration while you allow them to dispel their situation. You dispel their situation. Ooh. Why did we repeat it 3 times? Because you create a energy that negates the low vibration frequency, and you help them to hone it for themselves. So we want to thank you for the work that you do, for it is in service to all humanity that you do it. Yay! All right, so that's a beautiful message for you. Let's see what is the message for Wanda now. Thank you, Christina. All right, let's just go Wanda. What is the perfect message for Wanda today? What is the perfect message for Wanda at this time? Let's just go. What do you want to say? One more shuffle on the table. All right. Oh, Wanda, your message is right here. This card wanted to come through. And it's card number 12. It says, all is connected. This lady holds the strings. It appears to be of a spider's web. There's a little tiny spider right here. And there's strings coming off. So I assume this is spider's web. And it's going to different things. And then there's these maple leaves. So she holds the string of web goes from the spider over here to the maple leaf over here. And she holds the string. And then also over here to this maple leaf and to her hand over here. And notice her hair blowing in the wind. Everything is connected. Everything is connected. So let's see what the book has to say for you. Whew. It says, innovation, transformation, growth, release. A girl sits on a tree trunk and holds leaves in her hands while others blow away in the wind. A small spider holds a few leaves together with his fine filament, even though the wind threatens to tear them apart. Don't be afraid of changes. Release your fear by letting go. Change is hard and often painful, but it is the only way to grow. You may drift, but you will never lose yourself. Life goes on and nothing ends. It is reshaped into something new by the wind. Not better or worse, but different. And in that change lies wonder and openings. Ooh. So Wanda, things are changing in your life. And as you let go in one place, you bring in things in another place. Everything is shifting. And I feel like you've been spending a lot of time outdoors. You may have sat on some tree stumps yourself. And you are noticing the connection in all things. And when you see nature's messengers, these different creatures like this spider, you know that there is a message there for you. So you've begun to pay attention to the way it moves and what it's doing, how long it stays, where your thoughts were when it came, what you know about the animals, and you even do some research on them as well to see what is the significance of this messenger appearing in your experience at the time. I feel that this is a message to you to make your choices bravely, to roll with the changes, allow yourself to let go. Don't fear the letting go. Letting go of one thing just opens your hands to receive another. Okay. So Wanda, this is a message that I have for you at this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you both, ladies, for supporting what I'm doing here on this channel. And with that being said and done, I'll be back in moments with your pick a deck reading for today with all the love in my heart. Until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at lphtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course me and mine. Until next time.